Light things rise up, heavy things fall down. Simply a natural property of weight and density. That is very different from gravity. Gravity is a hypothetical magnetic-like force possessed by large masses, which Isaac Newton needed to help explain the heliocentric theory of the universe.
Gravity sucks, gravity pulls, gravity don't follow rules on the spinning ball. It makes us sick. Gravity is magic. It's magic. It's magic.
Now, even if gravity did exist, why would it cause both planets to orbit the sun and people to stick to the Earth? Gravity should either cause people to float in suspended circular orbits around the Earth, or it should cause the Earth to be pulled and crashed into the sun. What sort of magic is gravity that it can glue people's feet to the ball Earth?
Gravity sucks, gravity pulls, gravity don't follow rules on the spinning ball. It makes us sick. Gravity is magic.
Gravitation is only a subterfuge employed by Newton in his attempt to prove that the Earth revolves around the sun. And the quicker it is relegated to the tomb of all the Capulets, the better will it be for all classes of society.
Gravity sucks, gravity pulls, gravity don't follow rules on the spinning ball. It makes us sick. Gravity, it's a con trick. It's magic. It's magic. It's magic. It's magic.
I went back to the old mic. Can you hear me? Hello? Anybody? I see a lot of white noise. It's probably from the background. I'm going to have to reset the settings on this thing, it looks like. Can you guys hear me at all? Let me reset Restream right quick. See if I can get that straight. You guys hear me? Alright, cool. Thanks, JJ. Yeah, I got my interface today. Obviously, I need to I had it working earlier. It was doing just fine. I'll have to do it again. This is thanks to Nathan. This is a thank you stream again. Yeah. I put it on the HyperX again. This I have a studio mic here. It's a Japanese remake of I think a Beatles mic. So it was working earlier when I was on PJ's. I was testing it out in the studio by itself, not live. So I'll have to do some more adjustments. And I got to get an adapter for the other microphone they sent me. The thing is a omnidirectional microphone. The plug-ins on this interface that I got doesn't have the right 3-pin plug on it for that. Well, since I'm here, I thought I'd just start off with a couple of videos that I found while I was just screwing around. How to measure Earth's radius by the Physics Almanac. Oh, there's Scott. Am I getting a bad hum now? Yeah, that's from the interface. I unplugged it. I took all the plugs out. So, shouldn't get any hum. Is there a hum now? Hum. I'm going to take the whole interface. I'm going to unplug it thing for right now. Any power plug-in that I have in may cause that hum. The interface is completely off. I'm back on my old setup. No hum? Good. To go back through the manual again to see if there's anything I can do better this time. After the stream, I'll just try to get it working. And there's a link in there if anybody wants to come in. Yeah, this is a mainstream video. So basically, what they did is they pre-assume they're coming from the center of the Earth with Alberoni. They pre-assume the sphere. This is the mainstream crap, man. It's weird. I was looking for Alberoni's math, and they don't really give you one. They give you 3 steps to find the spherical curvature. So he was pre-assuming a sphere to go with it. It's nothing new. It's funny. It goes through Aristophanes too. It's nonsense. How to measure the Earth's radius. Let's see what they say. I watched about 5 minutes of this thing. It's the same old crap. Globies hand you every time.
For more physics-related videos, please subscribe.
And please subscribe to
In this video,
Physics
we will
Almanac.
go over Al-Biruni's method for measuring the radius of the Earth. I've rated the physics level in this video as easiest.
It's easiest.
Now, previously I posted a video on Eratosthenes' method, which was the first ever measurement of the size of the Earth, and it basically consisted of 3 steps. First, you pick 2 locations that have the same longitude. Then you measure the change in latitude between those 2 locations by measuring the difference in altitude of some celestial object, like
Why
the sun
do that?
or a star or something.
Why do that?
And finally,
Just
you
measure the
physical
distance between the two.
between the 2 locations. And with these 3 pieces
That's
of
it.
information, you can measure the radius or the circumference of the Earth.
Well,
Now, this method-
that video is bunk. We've debunked that, so this is stupid. I'm not even going to play it. God. Oh, same old crap. But I did find some long-range photography stuff, man. I want to take a look at that right quick. What lens should I buy for focal length? Would it change your image? I got another one I want to look at too. This guy's got a 25 millimeter, 15 millimeter, 600 times zoomed telephoto lens, Canon FE 108 millimeter f6, and he's got like several different cameras. This looks cool. I'll take a look at it. Wonder how far you can see. Too far. Yes, the fallacy is that you're actually coming from the center of the Earth to that star in the sky. That's why they get that long radius. They say they have problems measuring the distance between the two. Like, all you do is just measure the distance between the two longitudes. It's just simple. You don't have to reference the sky at all, or the center of the ball. But it's science. Let's take a look at these. These look cool. That's the Tappy 101. Music. I think it's copyrighted. Yes, they're parabolic levels. They curve. I wonder what that building is though. Look at it. It's cool looking. Looks fairly old too, doesn't it? I'd say that's 60s maybe. Oh yeah, you do. It's kind of fun. That looks really high. Clear shot though. That's 50 times. What the hell is that? I gotta reconfigure my plugs on the interface. It worked when I first plugged it in. I'll try it again before we get done. At the end of the video already? That was fast. They're not really doing a hell of a lot of work with this. The Nikon P1000. We should take a look at that. Whoa. Let me hook this power supply up again on this thing. And Mandy's coming on. Mandy. Sandy's coming on in right now. I wonder what she's doing. 10 kilometers. Looks pretty line of sight to me. Oh, look. Satellite tower. I mean, and I want to thank Nathan again. Thanks a lot, Nathan. Thanks for the microphones. I'll get it up working. I had it working earlier. I'll play with it when I get done, and I'll just do another live to test it out again. Got to make sure the auxiliary is working properly. They only give me one cord for the auxiliary, but all the rest of the connectors on this thing are the same. I need more cords for the line out. It says that the auxiliary into the computer, I did that, and it didn't last that long, obviously. I gotta go into the settings and see if I need to adjust anything. Hey Scott, how's it going? Can you hear me?
Oh, can you hear me now?
Oh, I can hear you. Yeah, dude, it was working earlier before I went live. I had in the restream, I could see the volume and everything. There's probably an adjustment.
Did you listen back to it?
No, I haven't. It's horrible.
Like, no, I'm saying when you were on.
Oh, I
Why do I
can't
have
listen.
it?
I can't listen to it. Wow.
I haven't. I gotta
I
get
wasn't
out.
live. Yeah, I have to be live when I'm to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? It registered properly. It was, you know how it bounces and stuff. And this thing's got like levels on it, like electronic. It goes up and down. My voice is going into it, so it's not a bad little interface. But it's got a reverb adjustment. That's what I was going to try to do, but you guys couldn't hear anything. He dropped out, dropped in again. Now you're back. Did you hear all that?
No.
Oh, I wanted to test out and get it adjusted, and it's got like levels on it. I got 4 different mics inputs. Got a monitor. Music.
Yes.
Yeah.
4-track.
Yeah, it's not a bad little. It's just I had it working. I mean, I could watch my indicator here in the studio was actually working properly. I could see it going in. It was following my voice, so I thought it would work good enough. It was working actually. It's not.
Am I echoing?
No, you're good.
Still?
Are you echoing?
Yeah. What? Something's up with that.
Is it my microphone? Here.
It's got to be
Let me
your
mute.
side.
Talk now.
Check 1. Check 2. Check 1, 2. Yeah, no echo.
If my microphone's too close to the computer, I gotta move it. I've been playing around with this thing all afternoon. So.
I was gonna say, did you unplug it and replug it?
Oh, this thing. Yeah, I had.
Since you're still echoing, dude.
Are you? Okay, hold on.
Way bad, yeah.
I don't know why. I mean, the microphone's not anywhere near the computer.
Is your computer louder than normal?
Yeah, it's got some background. The fans are going right now. It's been working overtime since I've been hooking this interface up. I had to default this and download the interface to it. It's like it's set as it, not in here, but in the main computer. Maybe if I
Yeah,
go
it sounded like
let me
you know
go
when
back
you
to
plug something in
yeah,
and it's not plugged in properly, and it just goes.
it's not doing that now though, is it?
No, because you stopped using the interface, right?
Yeah, I turned it. I've unplugged the whole thing. It's off of it. I think I got to make sure everything's. I think it might be the microphone that Nathan gave me needs to be. It's not shielded. If it's not properly shielded, you'll get an AC hum on a. It's an old microphone.
You weren't getting anything though.
Yeah,
It was zero
working. It was working earlier.
on PJs.
No, it was working just backstage when I went in the studio. The sound was going through. I'm gonna reset all my settings right quick. Okay.
Yeah, do you have echo canceller on?
I know I turned it off actually. That's what it was. Oh crap!
That's
Yeah,
what's going on.
yeah. I'll turn it back. I'll go back into our settings here and reset it back on. Audio. Yeah. Echo cancellation, noise suppression. I'll turn it on. How's that? Maybe that's
Check
the
1,
problem.
2.
Maybe that's why my thing wasn't working. I turned that off to start with. See if I could take that out with the.
Is it on now?
It's on now.
It's still echoing, dude.
It is. It's turned on. Let me go into the other. There's other settings too for audio.
So you're not on headphones.
No, I'm not. I'm just on the PC.
You need to be on headphones.
Well, I had to take that off because the headphones won't work with that. I have to get the Bluetooth on it. It's got a Bluetooth setting with this thing. I gotta configure that too. Let's try that.
Check.
Hold
Oh,
on, get my headphones
Yep.
on. Hold on. Gotta plug them in. Then I gotta go into the settings. and default the headphones again. Turn the Bluetooth on.
It's Roger's first show.
No, it's not. This is the first time I'm playing with this equipment.
No, first show ever.
Let me get this thing on. It's got to power it up now. Okay, here we go.
You're looking down a long hall,
Yes, a very long haul.
and it curves
I'm
down.
on the headphones now. Yeah, and it curves down. The speakers aren't on yet. It's got to reset itself. Gotta go back into Bluetooth again. It's like a juggling act, dude. It is. How's that? Say something, Scott.
Check one.
No,
Check
it still
two.
ain't on.
Echo.
It still ain't on the speakers. Good God. I mean, on the headphones.
Turn the
It says
speakers off.
It says it's connected. Let me go into the main settings and default the headphones again. Says it's connected. Say something, Scott.
Echo.
Yeah, it says echo. Yeah, it still ain't gone to my headphones yet. Let me take the cord out now. Let's see. Go into the sound settings. The microphone set right. Let me get into this one. Sound systems. Output
So you're-
device.
You're going into a computer mic.
Yeah, it's going into my HyperX mic right now, but it's the headphones aren't defaulted. It's the speakers on the computer. Are you still getting an echo?
Yep.
Crap. I got to go in to the system settings. Okay. I just got to find my Bluetooth again.
Super.
I don't know why it's telling me it's still connected. I'm going to disconnect and reconnect. I got to default this. Wants me to add a device. No, it's not there yet. I think I got it here. No, it's not in the default anymore. Weird. I can't even pull it up on the list.
Fault. DD fault.
No. Are you echoing still? Can you?
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know why. Let me go into the settings in here again. There's some other settings too, advanced settings I can go into. They're all on.
I dropped out once.
Yeah.
So
Well,
shouldn't do
it's
that.
the fact that I can't default the headphones
David
anymore.
David Crash is appreciated.
Is he? Yeah. Well, this is all just. I just reset this to the speaker setting. Say something again. Let's see.
Somebody.
Somebody, anybody. Yeah, it won't let me default it in the studio here neither. It's weird. But it's telling me in my Bluetooth settings that they are connected. I don't get it. Once I set the interface as a default, it wouldn't let me do both. There's a way to default them to that, but I don't have any way. It's going to take me a little bit of time. Try to open it back up. It's not letting me able to Bluetooth again.
So you can't mute
Me?
the computer.
Not really, no. Not while I'm on here. I wouldn't be able to hear anything.
Use the headphones.
Yeah, but
You
it's
can't
not.
hear.
You didn't hear what I said. It's not letting me default the headphones.
You can't even plug the headphones in.
Well,
Like
I plugged them
connect-
in already once and it didn't work.
Oh,
I'll try it again. Let's see. Yeah, I plugged them in. It says they're connected.
Check.
I'm gonna turn them off, turn them on. They're on.
I'll just drop out again.
Oh no, I got
Oh,
you. You're
oh,
on my
wait.
headphones. You're there.
Oh,
Nice. That works.
oh, there's only one me. That's all we need. We don't need two of me.
Oh, you had two of them, kind of? Yeah. Now I'm on the headphones, so
Yeah, it was just
they're working.
constantly echoing.
Yeah, I don't know why. And I got the echo cancellation off. Let me see if yours is off on your side. Let me go to your settings.
No, it's fine.
Is it?
Yes, it's fine. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, super. Well, I should be able to do this now with just keeping the headphones plugged in. I just plug them into the interface, into the auxiliary next time I do this. This thing's it's pretty cool. It's like iridescent colors and stuff, and it lights up in the dark so you can see the keypads and the sliders and everything. I got it for $19, but it was worth $120.
For a
Catalog.
keyboard?
No, on the interface.
Oh, the interface. Oh, okay. Oh,
The
you said
interface.
like the interface
I had
lights
it
up?
shipped to me today. Yeah, the interface lights up, neon, well, iridescent neon, and it glow and it flashes, and it's got all kinds of other options on it. Like I can change, I can record like a sound bite, and I can hit a button and play it.
Oh,
got a
really? It's
recorder
got like a
on
soundboard thing?
Yeah, I got
like,
two mics in and out.
Little clips or something?
Music. Yeah, I can make a soundboard like ooh boo, record something.
Yeah, like wah, 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 wah.
Wah.
Doom.
Yeah, and it's got a reverb setting on it, and it's got a effect setting, a special effect setting that I can turn up and down too. It did work earlier, swear to God. So how's your
That's
day
what I was
going?
gonna say. I was gonna say, did you like listen back to yourself when you were on with PJ? And listen to how the mic sounded?
Well, no, I didn't have it hooked up when I was on.
Oh,
PJ.
you said you
He
weren't
didn't
live.
have an open. No, I weren't live. I wasn't live on the show.
Oh,
I was just
you were-
talking to him about doing this. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've been playing with it all afternoon, and I got it hooked into my studio, and it actually registered on Restream. Like I could see the volume going through the Restream. And when I went live, it didn't do it. Like, what's wrong?
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. Yeah. After we get done, I'll plug it back in and do another test until I get it right. And I got the manual with it, and I got a website too, and it gave me an 18-month warranty for free. And tech support. I like tech support, except when you call them.
Wait, the interface?
Yeah, the interface. It's going to be a Pakistani, and I know it is.
What's the brand of the interface?
Good God, it's called Pope. P-U-P. It's a. How would you pronounce P-U-P?
What?
Yes.
What do you mean? Pup? A pup?
Pup. It's a pup. I guess it's a pup, but it's got a G on it. PUBG. And it's the model make PUBG this. I've never heard of them before, but I mean, it was what they had on sale.
Oh, Jesus. What'd you say?
It's spelled like that. The whole word is PUPGSIS.
Okay. Huh. Never heard of it.
Neither have I.
How much was it? 50?
It was $20, but
$20?
if I bought it retail, it's $120.
Oh, okay.
It had 60% off on it. I guess they got a whole bunch of them, but I looked at the ratings on it. It wasn't bad, and I watched some people use it on a couple of videos. It's good for gaming. That's what they made it for. So you could record a cuss word and like hit the A, B, or C button. You could record it under these and loop it, and you could just say like F you.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Gamers do that stuff, dude.
It's like a playback thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Or one of those, just you can just record anything you want for like how many seconds? Like 20 seconds or something? 10 seconds?
It has a 1/4-inch jack on it on the back, but I got a 3-pin connector on the omnidirectional mic that won't. I got to get an adapter for it. They make them.
Yeah, that's an XLR. You mean you need an XLR to go into the mic?
For the omnidirectional, yeah.
Oh, for that one, yeah.
Yeah.
So that one has a 1/4 inch at the end of the mic?
Yeah, it's a better mic too. Yeah.
So you just need the adapter to go to XLR, and then you plug the XLR into the interface.
Yeah, I got to find a music shop, man. Do you know
What
one
do you
in
mean?
Denver?
Order it on Amazon.
Well, yeah, I've already looked through there. I mean, they want too much for them, like $20.
For what? The adapter?
Mm-hmm.
This got to be like $10 probably.
Yeah.
20, you said?
Yeah, dude, I paid more for this top center dead tool that I got shipped to me than I paid for this. And this goes in your plug hole, and you thread it down to stop the piston and its cycle. So what I got to do is I got to manually turn the crank to set it dead center. It's like it threads down into the piston to the spark plug. So it stops the piston right at dead center on number 1. And then I'll put the synchronizer in the crankshaft sensor on top of it. It'll be set proper. But they don't sell this thing in the parts house. They have it on their catalog, but it's made for mechanics. It's like they don't want you to do this
Dude, you just
yourself.
started talking about your Explorer?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you went from mics to that. I'm like,
Yeah, well, I
wait,
got 'em-
what the heck are you talking?
I got
I thought you were
it shipped
talking
at
about the
same time.
piston on the microphone. I'm like, what the heck is he talking about? I thought you were like going crazy, like or like I was like, whoa, what
Well,
kind of microphone do you got? Like,
I got it shipped at the same time. They came in the same package. I ordered them. I ended up paying $50 for both. This thing was $22, dude. It's just basically a threaded nut that goes into your spark. It's shaped like a spark plug, and you put it in there, and then you thread the bolt down through that sleeve, and it stops the piston top center. When you
so
turn-
Mr. Super just said something, and he's correct that some XLR mics, which actually what you're talking about, the omnidirectional mic is probably a what do you call it? Not dynamic. The other one, or dynamic. Whatever the one is that needs phantom power. It probably does need phantom power.
Yeah, that's why they have the 3 pins in it. And it's a stage line. It's a nice one. It's the EMC 300B. It's made for
That's the one that needs. It does need phantom power, and then you have to have a little bit. I thought that the thing, what do you call it? The preface, not the preface, the preamp, the interface. Yeah, I thought that would.
Yeah.
I thought
It's
that
a
would.
preamp, too.
Preamp it. It would work.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, well, the plug it only has the regular 1/4-inch plug on the back of it. I didn't. There were a couple of them that had that, but they were like $300 or $400.
Oh wait, so your interface only has 1/4-inch plugs,
And it has an eighth inch,
and that's it. Oh, it doesn't have XLRs.
like.
Oh,
Yeah, I'd have to pay more.
that's
for
why it's
that.
so cheap, because it doesn't have XLR. That's freaking weird.
Yeah, but they make XLR adapters that you can plug into the 1/4-inch jacks.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying though, it's weird that normally an interface has like 4 XLRs on it.
I think the cheapest one I saw that had those on them were like
Yeah, it's like 200, yeah.
$225.
Yep.
Yeah. I found one earlier online, but it's from the manufacturer, and it's going to take. I don't know if they'd ship it or not. It was a Belkin interface, and it had both on it. So, but their price was like too cheap, and I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna pay it. It was like $50 for the thing. I'm like, nah, I don't need that. I'm not gonna buy that.
Yeah, Mr. Super's right. It's the condenser mics are the ones that they don't have power.
Yeah, that's what I got here. This studio mic is a condenser mic. It's got a directional diaphragm in it. Not omnidirectional. It's like it's not a shotgun mic.
Oh, wait, is it the kind that like hangs on like little bungees, or like the?
No. This is a handheld.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a Beatles. It's a replica of a Beatles microphone.
Oh,
What
that
they
one.
used in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
studio
I
when
saw
they
that
first-
one.
It gives you that.
It's like black
yeah.
with a little gold on or something, or
Chrome
chrome or
head.
something. Yeah.
Well, yeah. This one it's got a chrome sleeve at the bottom, but it's black chrome top on it. I just didn't want to take one of Nathan's really high end mics because the rest of them he had on display were like, yeah, he's giving to me for free, so I didn't want him to lose them. He's selling them still, so he said he's not going to sell them, but he's still selling them. Like, he's trying to supplement his income because YouTube doesn't pay enough.
This just in: YouTube doesn't pay enough. Yeah. Unless you're some kind of person that's promoting all kinds of nonsense.
Yeah, they don't like us for some reason. 2017 they did that Congress meeting, and they were talking to Google's heads like, what do you do with all these conspiracy theorists? Put out authoritative content, and they gave them a budget to work with so they could actually fight anybody that's on. Oh, I can bring my mic back up here where I can talk. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah,
Oh, look, you don't have background echo.
yeah, good.
So listen,
Yeah.
I was going to ask you this question. So I saw that what's his name, C Lightning, said something the other day that I actually heard about like the day before or something. It's really strange.
The
But
day
did you
before.
did you ever? Yeah, whatever he said it. Like I heard like somebody else say it, whatever. But it was about how in Europe they don't call $1 billion. Like they don't call like what we call $1 billion, right?
Okay.
It's 1,000 million, or 1,000 million, right? So 9 zeros.
Yeah.
They don't call that $1 billion over there.
What do they call it?
I forget like what they didn't really say that. They just said they don't call it $1 billion.
Let's see what the Google has to say about
Yeah,
that.
look it up. But have you ever heard? Yeah, look it up. But for real though, how have we never heard this?
I don't know. I don't know. It's like we hear a lot
I mean,
of things.
I know I don't live in Europe, but like, it's just something that like I thought I would have heard before. Like a billionaire, for example. They don't call people billionaires over there.
What do they call
I don't know.
them? You got to watch this little clip though. This is Danny.
Thousandaires.
He's at the Los Angeles.
He's at the courthouse. Yeah.
Yeah, this is awesome. Just watch it for a minute. While I do that, I'll look up that.
Wally.
That was nice too, wasn't it?
Wally knows manual too. Yeah. Wally knows manual all the way to flip out. Oh, flip out too, right?
He heel flipped out of it. Yeah, watch.
Was it a nollie heel flip?
Nollie heel flip. Yep.
Yeah, nollie heel flip.
Oh. There's more to it. I think he did like a shove it almost. Look at it. Yeah. That's nice, dude.
Wait, was that what do you call it? A varial heel? Varial heel, maybe. Yeah.
Nollie varial heel. He's talented, dude. I'm going to give him that for the technical tricks he does.
Dude, he hasn't skateboarded in freaking like 6 months now.
I know.
It's crazy, dude. And you know what's weird too is like I haven't heard him talk about his what do you call that? Lyme disease lately. Like he hasn't really talked about that at all.
No. A lot of people will.
It's almost like he hasn't skated and it's like not really acted up because he hasn't skated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like because I think when you pressure your body and stuff, it reacts. That disease reacts. You know what I'm saying? Like from sports and stuff like that.
I'm going to see what they call $1 billion in Europe, right? That what you said?
Yeah. Yeah. Like what do they call $1 billion in Europe? Because they don't. they don't consider it a billion or something. I don't know. This is just weird to me. It almost feels like some kind of weird Mandela effect.
Let's see if we get an answer. Okay, what's the difference between Europe billion and... They're not giving me like a straight answer about what a billion's called.
Yeah,
What's
but
the-
they say they don't call it that, though, right?
Yeah, it's weird. What's a billion? I said Europe. What's it? I'm gonna go to this thing called Smart Trick. Whatever it is, it's supposed to be telling me what's the difference. Wants me to accept cookies too. Okay, the difference between them. Let's put it up there for everybody to see. Boop. What's the difference between a Europe billion and an American billion? Okay. We know mathematical terms can vary across the world. Different units, measurements, decimal separations, divisions, methods. I'm looking for what they call it, though. It doesn't give me a name for what they call it in Europe.
But they're saying it just says 1,000 million. That's what they call it, I think.
Okay, yeah.
They don't say billion.
Yeah, it's the equivalent to a million.
Oh, they say a billion is a million, which is a trillion,
Yeah,
right?
looks like it. Yeah.
Huh. So weird.
1,000 billion is something else. Yeah, it's just strange the way they changed that. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, wouldn't that affect if you were a billionaire in the United States and you go over to Europe, you had a
Yeah.
what do
you're
they
not.
call you? You're not a
I guess
billionaire
that's what I'm
anymore.
saying. It's weird. That is strange.
It's cold today. We had a nice snowstorm. It was literally going sideways, dude. It
You
was
guys-
blizzard
oh, really?
like weather. Yeah, just for hours all morning. I worked and I was looking out the window and just watching it go sideways. It wasn't going completely sideways, but you know what I'm saying. It was almost directly sideways. The wind was blowing
Yeah.
that bad. Yeah. That was a
Dude,
good one.
we're getting like record heat
Weird, huh?
and in a drought. And you know what I found out too is they're like you can't burn, and like I said, I always burn all my stuff, you know.
Burn
But then
your
I found
trash,
out,
dude.
yeah, like and all my dead wood and stuff. But like then they said that I told you, I think, right? Like they said, oh well, you could have burned, but not now. They've changed it. They're like you could have if you were 100 feet, like you're within 100 feet from your house. You just can't go out in the woods or something and burn.
Weird.
And I was like, oh, great. So I went like 2 weeks not burning. So I get all kinds of crap I need to burn up.
That's a messed up thing. I'm going to unplug the headphones to see if they stay on. Because they're on. They're Bluetooth. So let's see if it works properly. Probably won't, though.
Oh, you mean
Nope,
unplugging
it
it?
didn't.
Oh, you mean unplugging it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Are you getting an echo?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll plug it back in. Oh, it's back on again. It's letting it do that. It won't use it with its Bluetooth. That's weird.
Oh, it doesn't work if you're.
If I unplug it, the Bluetooth's not defaulted
Oh.
anymore. I had to default in order to hook up the interface. It wanted me to default back to the speaker system on the computer because that's the way it works. Literally, the plug and play on this thing is the way it works. When I plug it in, it said it has to be defaulted to that. So I had to take the Bluetooth off these as a default and go with the speakers on the computer. That's how it knows where the device is. That's how this particular device works. I should play Jim Anus' latest video. Have you seen it?
No.
No. He did one on Jupiter.
Cool.
Yeah.
I
It's
think
a
I saw the thumbnail.
It's a gas giant.
Yeah, it's gas out in space, dude. It's
Yes.
awesome.
So those tiny lights in the sky, we take something and magnify them as large as we can get them and pre-assume their distance.
It's a miracle
I know. And we know what they are.
because we've been there.
Oh, have we?
I mean,
That's what they say.
and what do you call it? What flew by it?
What was
Voyager-
it?
Voyager.
Capella, there's two or three satellites. There's one in particular.
Yeah,
that
there's a few.
There's
What was
one
the
called
one that-
Discovery that actually is supposedly still out there working, and they took pictures with it. And I looked at the pictures at Discovery. Oh God, they're horrible, dude. Completely.
What was the one that
digital
fell?
crap.
Didn't they do a whole thing where it fell into Jupiter? Remember that a long time ago?
Trying to remember.
Like a satellite fell into it it burned out and
Got sucked into the gravity of Jupiter.
Yeah. It was a whole thing.
Yeah.
It was good times.
Good time. Yeah. How do you
Billions
know
of-
this?
Billions of dollars, or maybe not billions, like thousands of millions of dollars.
Yeah. There you go. Now you get thinking European. Yeah, let's play this thing. Ooh, he's got some music. We'll turn it down. Yeah, and you can take a picture with a P900, and you can see it from all those millions of miles away. Oh, it's probably a couple of million miles away, I think. How do they know the distance to it? That's the
I
question.
forget. What is it? 4 million?
Yeah, something like that. I think
9
it's-
million? I don't know.
I think Mars is supposedly like 8 million or something.
Well, if the sun is 93 million, then
Yeah,
Jupiter is, I don't know, 60 million?
Yeah, 60 million. Yeah, sure. Why not? Just throw a
Hey,
number
just
out
guess.
there.
Yeah. Just throw out a number.
And how do they scale the size of that thing? What's their reference? Venus. That's where it all started, dude. It all started with Venus. The scale. How did they get the scale size of that? They were pre-assuming the distance to the sun.
They were saying it was the same size as us.
Yeah, well, that's the
And then
end of that.
If
Yeah.
it takes that long to get past the sun, then they can calculate the size.
Yeah, but they're pre-assuming the
Or the
size of the
distance.
sun too.
I mean distance.
Yeah. They're pre-assuming the size and distance of the sun too
Mhm.
before they did that.
Yeah, they had to do that first.
You can scale it to any size, and you can make any model, but and you could draw out a coordinate system, a Cartesian system that's actually based on a flat plane, and make it any shape you want. That's what the old map makers did, and 500 years ago, that's when they started putting it on a sphere. Maps were just flat before that. It was just amazing how it all worked out just fine for those people, and they explored all the known continents we know now before that. So. Got a bong for gravity. I've had one of those. Gravity bongs work pretty good. I don't think gravity has anything to do with the gravity bong. It's just the water, the cold water, and the sleeve you put it in. We used to take a 1 liter Igloo and take the lid off of it, and take a Pepsi bottle, a 2 liter, and it fits right in it like a sleeve. You fill it full of water, and you put a bowl on the top of the Pepsi bottle. You make a bowl in the cap of it, and you actually pull it up as you light it, and the suction from the bong would pull the smoke in, and then when you push it back down, it condenses it with the cold water, and it expands when it heats up in your lungs, so you get a bigger hit. You get real high really quick.
So I got you 10 times better than that, dude. So you know the water bottles that you have, like a water jug, like the water coolers at work or something, right?
They're the big ones. Yeah.
What are they? 20? Not 20. 10 gallon?
30
I think they're 10
maybe?
gallon.
10
No, I think they're
gallon.
10
Okay,
because I think they're 2 5s or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my friend took one of those, cut the bottom off, and then put that in a gigantic thing, and that became the biggest gravity bong I've ever seen in my entire life, dude.
I would like to see you inhale the whole thing, dude. That would
I
be
know,
amazing.
no, you couldn't do it. Everybody had to help out. You know what I mean? Everybody had to like,
Yeah.
okay, you go, like 10 people.
That'd be a
But
fun
think
thing
about
to
it. That's
watch.
That's funny. You just reminded me of that because back in the day, we used to do the same thing as you did with a 2 liter or something.
Yeah.
2 liter or even a 20 ounce. Like a 20 ounce soda. Like you get a good hit off that.
Yeah, we actually got to the point where we could inhale the whole damn thing. The 1 liter, because it condenses the smoke,
The
shrinks
2
up.
liter. Yeah,
Yeah.
2 liter. That's a pretty big hit. Yeah.
Yeah, but when it hits your lungs, though, you choke because it expands right away from the heat inside your lungs.
That's like college stuff. It makes me think of like this. I remember in college, this guy had like a 6 foot long, I think it was. We would get on top of the bunks, you know, like
Yeah,
we
I know.
got bunk beds, you know, and
We
we
had a
would have to get on
5-footer,
top of the
yeah.
bunk bed.
We have these parties where everybody bring their biggest one in. Oh, Andrew's here. Hey, Andrew, how's it going?
Speaking of college,
Is he in here? Yeah, he's in here. He ain't talking though. Know anything about interfaces?
Oh
Andrew
shit! Sorry,
P. there you
I
are.
was double muted. Sorry.
That's all right. Thanks, Jim. By the way, that was nice.
Do I know anything about what?
Interfaces for computers, USB interfaces for microphones. That's why I actually hooked it up. It was working earlier in my practice run, and then I got on and it went straight to when I went live. It just started humming.
You heard it. Yeah, he was there. I saw Andrew there.
Yeah.
He said the same thing I said. I said, unplug your jacks and plug them back in because that's what it sounded like.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I did unplug them, but I mean, I think I'll have to. What I'll do is I'll look and see if the jack's got a good solder joint on it.
How much? I'll unplug this jack, just a tiny little. So I have a jack that goes from
Yeah.
yeah, but
You know, get
unplug
a-
just a little tiny bit.
Mhm.
See when it's unplugged. Not actually, it turned off. I have to have it on.
I'm looking at the solder joint on this jack, and it seems good. I'll check the one on the mic side, but I gotta take this thing apart. Literally.
It's new stuff. I mean, like
Well, these aren't new.
connect-
New. These are like old. These are.
Well, you sound good now.
Well, yeah,
But what
'cause
happened-
I'm
no,
on
he
HyperX.
went back
Yeah.
to his he went back to his
Oh,
his old rig.
It works.
Yeah, and Roger, like as long as you speak close to the mic like that, you sound fine right now.
Yeah, good.
You sound better than Andrew, actually.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a decent one. I mean, I paid almost $100 for this one. So this one
Yeah,
I got.
just- usually headphones sound the best unless you have like a really expensive microphone. The one I have is just a Yeti microphone. Yeah, it's like $100.
Mine's close to a Yeti. It's
You
it's
got
a
the blue.
HyperX,
What's the
yeah.
blue Yeti? The little mini one.
I didn't get
No, I
the
mean it's like from the
mid-size.
base.
Yeah.
But
Their base model. Yep.
yeah, it's I don't know, 10 inches.
Oh, did you watch Mark Sargent's critique on the Artemis thing, Andrew?
Oh, I watched the entire thing. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole panel. Everybody.
Yeah, I was hanging out on Discord earlier, and there was a bunch of Globers in there.
Of
They
course.
started talking about it, and as soon as I started talking about it, they shut the
Shut the fuck up. Yeah.
Oh, yep.
Oh god.
And I am. Have you guys ever seen my presentation in regards to vector math and orbital dynamics?
No, I haven't.
Okay, here, I'll show you. It's not really complete at the moment because when I switched over to this monster of a computer, I lost it. But it's pretty simple to understand. I used to have it colored in.
It's vector. Would you say you said vector math and what?
Orbital dynamics.
Oh yeah.
Orbital, okay, I
I've
didn't
watched
hear you.
some of that. You didn't have it finished. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, I'll explain it again in case people haven't.
Yeah.
But it's pretty simple. Actually, I need to open it in Paint. That way I can draw with it better.
Well, this is why they need the upward rising Earth thing in the globe math, because that's the way that their vectors work. It's reference frames, which they haven't ever actually shown to be a fact.
Yeah, I just spent the last I don't know hour or so arguing with ChatGPT, and before I continue on with this part, let me just read something to you. And it won't budge on anything, even though we'll concede to certain things.
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard.
Yeah.
I've heard some of that. Yeah.
I start calling it stupid, and I'm like, I'm smarter than you because I'm sentient and I don't have a program to follow. You do. And then it comes up, and then I list a bunch of logical fallacies. It's like, well, I'm gonna push back now. I'm like, because you're wrong.
Duh.
It doesn't like that very much.
No.
Last-
Why does it get emotional? That's what I want to. They got it programmed like that or something?
Yeah, dude, that's what's weird.
Yeah.
Why would it even do that? That's very strange.
Makes it seem human almost to a point.
Well,
Is that what they? Yeah,
But
that's what they call
I
it. Learning. It's learning.
Oh yeah. Learning what?
Learning how to emote.
anyways, I was just saying, he gives a bunch of nonsense. like every single point. Anyways, I only responded like 2 points. So the public record also says Helen Keller was born in Alabama, wrote 14 languages, and flew a plane. Oh, I forgot
Does
to
it?
write Helen. And she has a British accent too.
Learned 14? I didn't hear 14.
So
She
a,
wrote-
a deaf mute girl learned 14
I know she-
languages.
Yeah, she wrote a book, and she flew a plane, and she was she had British accent, and she was very like left wing too.
Of course,
Shocking.
yeah.
Shocking.
And she had a signature. It was very consistent.
Weird.
Anyway,
Okay.
Family Guy made.
I
fun of her.
fell for that trick, man. I fell hard. Like I felt bad for that little girl. I'm like, oh, that little girl, she was blind, deaf, and dumb. I was like, oh man, that's so cool. You know, like when I was a kid, I used to think that was amazing.
Yeah, and all the stuff she accomplished as a deaf, dumb, and blind girl. She could
Yeah.
play a mean pinball. I'm telling you.
Yeah, she wouldn't know what the fuck she's doing. Dun, 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 like all fucking day long, right? So, and then, continued on. I read everything.
I saw a deaf guy today. He sounded just like that.
Don't
That's
go,
funny.
man. Please, guys.
So yeah,
I mean, he did. I mean, it's just the way it is. It's true.
Yeah, I want to say hi to everybody right quick though. Hey, everybody. in chat.
Lowry's in here.
Yeah, I got Splatter, Lowry, I got Wendy B. Yes, of all people are here.
See, I thought he was talking
Juno.
about Fugazi the band. And he's talking about it's just all Fugazi.
Yeah, Fugazi is just a gym term, right? When you get a bad
No, I
stone.
know what he-
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Every story I've ever been told is Fugaz.
Yeah. And Lord Racer too, I will say hi to him. All right, go ahead. You want to throw your presentation up for people?
yeah, in a second after this, and then I continued on saying,
He's
"Stupid
building
and-
up to it.
Stupid and emotional people are easy to trick. This information going into the even. I misspoke on that one. Even though events are fraudulent, these are facts, not opinions. And then it was like, oh yeah, well the consensus agrees with that kind of stuff. And I was like, okay, well if that's the case, you're appealing to many different things. And where did I put? Yeah, it's basically like, oh yeah, just because a whole bunch of people agree to it and it's in the public record, yeah, that's like Helen Keller and a bunch of criminals and stuff. Oh yeah, that must be politicians, religions, and these different like cults. They all agree on things. It's in the public record, therefore it must be true. It's like, all right, case made. I was like, oh, finally you're fucking.
You're
Right,
thinking.
so, yeah.
You're thinking.
Yeah.
They wouldn't lie about anything. No.
Of course not. But I did get it to concede that the moon and the sun are the same size.
Nice. That's a plus. I mean, that's just an observation. I mean, anybody can make that observation right now. Go outside.
They're saying the
Yeah.
same optical size, you're saying, obviously, right? It didn't admit
Well,
that
not
they're the
according
same
to
size as
mainstream.
in reality.
I don't know, dude.
What the
Did
hell
it-
happened? I have it.
Did it admit that?
Did it specify optical size?
Yeah, like did it say,
No,
well,
same size and same distance away.
Ooh, there you go.
I said, no, I was just using parallax as an example, and finally it conceded. A week later, asking the same questions, it updated itself.
Oh god.
Wouldn't answer it the same way. All right.
a week later.
It went back and referenced it. Like, oh yeah, the main
Yeah.
the consensus says.
It went back to the King AI guy. He's like,
Yeah.
oh wait, you must go back and tell that Andrew B
Yeah.
the right answer.
So I can just basically just fill this in. It's not complete, whatever. And so let's just say we have these satellites up there, and if they were going to be in geosynchronous orbit, no big deal if the Earth wasn't moving. Okay? And even if the Earth was moving, that means that the satellites would have to go in order for their transmitter. Whoa, that's too much.
Well, you got. Are you taking gravity into account, Andrew? Are you really taking gravity into account?
I'm not even getting to that point yet. So, which means they would have to rotate on their own axis 90 degrees because the Earth would be moving at that speed as well. So, the one at 12 o'clock would have to be at 9 o'clock. Let's just say they're going counterclockwise. Doesn't really matter what direction they're going. So that means it would have to rotate on its own axis an exact 90 degrees every 90 degrees. Okay, so that's a problem. Now,
Oh yeah,
that-
definitely for
that's
that
a-
spear. Yeah, it's a horrible
So-
problem.
the problem here is I'll just use a dark red for now with a line. Okay, but now if the Earth wasn't spinning, everything would probably be just fine. You just send that up there and it stays there forever. All right, not spinning, not moving, whatever. However, if you were to now say that the Earth is moving in a linear direction, like this, a vector, that means it will be spinning and moving at a separate direction, which means it would also actually have to change that. Sorry, I have to do with this one. Okay, so from here, what would happen is it'd be kind of the same thing as the first example. However, as soon as you start bending it, now there's a major fucking problem.
Yeah, the vector completely changed.
Uh-huh. And then here's another problem. You would have a moon.
Are these X-wing or Y-wing fighters? What do you-
X-wing fighters?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't see my picture? I changed my background. Oh, I'm on. Yeah, I got R2D2 and fucking whatever his name is.
You're on the Death Star or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we're just chilling.
Yeah.
So, in this case, what would have to happen is you got this moon, and that means that the moon would have its own type of gravity, let's say less than the Earth. But if that is also going to be moving in a particular type of different path, which that has to be red.
Well, you got that vector off of that sphere too. It's going to bend too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be a lot different of a vector because of the orbital dynamic, meaning that the Earth would be making a larger orbit than the moon. But yet the moon is consistently going to be, whoops, wrong spot.
I
What
get
they
what you're
say.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah, it's always going to be black. You can only see one side of it, which means it has to be moving on the same type of rotation. I've shown this to some people. They're like, oh, I'm a master at orbital dynamics. And then there was one guy, PhD.
I'll imagine
And
that
I said,
somebody with a
okay,
PhD.
explain it to me then. I'll have to get back to you on that. He's like, you just said you're the best at orbital dynamics in the world. And I said, explain this to me. And this is what you call a four-body problem. And
Oh,
then, and then way over on the other side, that'd be the sun. But then you'd also have Mars 300 miles away. And then from Mars, what does Mars orbit around?
The
Or
sun.
is it just kind of, that's it, just by itself? It's not being impacted by any of the two larger bodies that's
Well,
close
it
to
would be in the model if you modeled it to the gravity properly, and this is why they threw Newton out, because the mechanics don't work.
Yep. Well, I mean, neither does Einstein.
No.
But so, but anyways, yeah, this is just my little presentation that I always put forward, and
But one day science will get it right, Andrew. I'm telling you. One of these days.
I'm sure they will. Just like, one of these days we're going to drill down far enough to the point where something is going to happen.
Yeah. They're going to find that core, and good luck with it.
All of a sudden, the entire core of the Earth is like, oh fuck! If the Earth was actually a sphere with a molten iron core, and the crust of the Earth is only what they say it's like 150 miles deep or something. If that was the case, why the fuck would they be doing that? Seems pretty stupid to me.
Yeah, it does.
And more expensive than. Then again, why would they be shooting up stuff at the atmosphere, such as Operation Dominic Fishbowl and High Jump?
Well, they did another one too. They did a couple of other tests before that, just testing to see if there is a cover over us. And they did seismic test and light test. these people believe that light's a wave too. Like it's not a particle. It's just a solid wave. I don't know. I don't. What is light? That's going to be the next question. But I don't think we're going to determine.
Did you just say a
light.
solid wave?
Yeah, like it's light waves. They think
A solid
light goes out.
wave.
Yeah, it's got in order for it to be a wave, it has to pass through something, right? Light. It causes like a ripple.
You can't. A solid wave is like a oxymoron.
Well, yeah, I know. But they think it's there's light waves, like there's a. You get what I'm saying, right? Instead of
Hey,
like
Andrew,
particles.
you know what you should do?
light.
You should do a little demonstration on your little Photoshop thing that you were just doing, and show like, okay, the sun in the middle, and then Venus orbiting the sun, and then Earth orbiting the sun. One more orbit out, and show how you cannot see Venus at nighttime on Earth. And people just don't get this. I don't understand how. Like my kid learned this, and I taught him this when he was like 12. He's like, "Oh yeah, you wouldn't see Venus on the night side of Earth."
Yeah, because it's between us and the sun.
Yeah, because it's always going to be on that side, no matter what, at nighttime.
Yeah, I actually have had that argument, and they call it the morning sun. Sorry, the morning star,
Yeah, the morning star.
because you can only see it then. But yet, there's evidence that people have seen
No.
it in the daytime.
Oh, no, people see it at nighttime is the point. It's when
No.
the sun obviously is not shining on the side of where you're at. There's no way
the
you can
width
do
of
it.
the width of the orbit is what they go with.
No, it doesn't, dude. You can't even if it's elliptical, it's still inside. It doesn't go outside of our orbit of Earth. It's Mercury, Venus, Earth. Earth is the further away than Venus. Therefore, at any time of the daytime, you should not be. I mean, at nighttime, you should not be able to see that star in the sky or that light, whatever planet.
Well, we rotate.
It's a simple thing.
That's their excuse, I think.
No, that's not. No, that's not. There's no excuse about rotating.
Well, our face at night faces it's facing away from the sun.
Away.
Yeah, I get it.
It would always be away. When you're sitting here on Earth, you'd be looking up, right? And it doesn't matter any direction. You would not see Venus or Mercury.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The model is.
You would never
flaws.
see them,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah,
But you would
the-
never see them in the heliocentric model.
There are several different flaws besides that with other, like even Mercury, Venus.
I'm just saying it's just a
yeah.
basic one. Like people just can't wrap their mind around that one.
Yeah, David Koresh is out there saying the model's ridiculous. I heard it said this way: it's like a paper mache model. There's so many holes in the model itself, in the heliocentric model, that once you start poking around, you'll find out they don't know why, or they don't have an explanation for this. They don't have they just go on a pre-assumption. The same thing with everything in the so-called what they call science. It's flawed.
Well, just like we were talking about, like Jupiter. Like, how can you have a gaseous planet, right,
Yeah.
in a vacuum? Hello. Gravity does not explain that. So don't say gravity, people.
Gravity. You say it 3 times. It appears.
Gravity and refraction is on everyone's pillow. They're like, I sleep good at night. Gravity and refraction. Gravity and refraction.
When I debated
Alex,
Wes,
hop on, man. Alex, he's here.
is he?
I know he's got something to say. He always does.
Lowry?
Who's Alex? Lowry?
Yeah.
Well, there's a link down there, Lowry, if you want to come on and say something.
Oh, he was in there earlier, yeah.
Yeah, he's still in there. It wasn't that long ago he said something,
Oh, I just saw you said all of it. Oh, wait. That was
like 10 minutes ago.
Well, it's almost 2
Well,
o'clock in the morning for him. So maybe-
12 minutes. Yeah, Lowry's right down the road. Well, 4 hours.
From
From
you.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah. From you guys, he's way far away.
Well, he was
Yeah.
here at one point in time. I saw him at playing on the plane, whatever that meetup
Oh, yeah.
was
You
called.
were in Denver?
He came to. Yeah, I'm in Denver now, dude.
No, I'm saying when you saw him.
He was in Colorado Springs. I had to drive an hour and a half.
Okay, yeah.
That was a fun drive. When I got to the farm there, they had chickens that wouldn't get out of the way. They were just crossing the road right in front of my truck, and I'm sitting here waiting for them to get across, honking the horn.
David Koresh. If you say gravity 3 times, McToon will pop up.
Oh, nice. Why are they still debating flat earthers? That's my question. If TFE ended it all, why are they still having debates with us? There's Craig actually did a debate just recently with a flat earther, like 2 or 3 of them actually, on different platforms. Why are you debating
Who?
flat earthers?
Fight the
Yeah,
fat shirt.
Yeah, fight the fat girth. Yeah. Who? Tupac?
Tupac.
What's that got to do with?
Hold on, where did that even come from?
I don't know. It came out of Paul's
Who?
mouth though.
Tupac.
Yeah. Hey Jeff, how you doing, man? That was a good little presentation. Thanks, Andrew. I appreciate it. When someone pulls out paint, what do you call it? You called it, Scott. That was just a paint program. He's drawing out a diagram.
Photoshop, paint, whatever. Yeah.
Oh, I could use AutoCAD, but it just takes longer.
Yeah. AutoCAD's a bigger program, but
Yeah. Well, when I bought my new computer, I didn't go cheap on it. I got a 5090 graphics card.
you got more than I got. I wish I had a
Oh, you
desktop.
got one of those
Yeah.
super graphics cards,
Yeah.
super duper ones like Jaron used to. I gotta get a new graphics card.
If I had my desktop still, I could have had this interface hooked up properly.
Well, when my grandparents passed away, it was in her will to give all the the grandkids $10,000. So I basically used that money to build a new computer. 'Cause my other one was getting a little glitchy.
Yeah, my great uncle, when he passed away, he left me $5,000, and they didn't tell me it for a year or two after he passed. I'm sitting there, and they like, here's this $5,000 out of nowhere. Ta-da! And where'd it come from? Oh, it came from Uncle Abe.
Yeah, and where'd it go? Bye bye.
Yeah, well, that kind of money gets spent quick.
That kind of money. Only 5Gs.
Yeah, just 5Gs that you got out of nowhere. You're like, oh, I got free money.
5,000 on black.
Yes.
Yeah, the thing that sucks about that too is like, was it a trust or was it just inheritance?
It's inheritance.
Yeah, and
He left it
how
to
much-
all his nephews and nieces.
How much you get taxed for that? It's like 30% at least, right?
Yeah,
40?
I'm pretty sure the bank that handled the affair took their share out of it, from what I remember. Yeah. They had a trust of the estate. That was my mom and my aunt. They were and you know what they did with the rest of it? They spent it. Except my aunt, she's squirrely enough to put money in the bank. And I
I'm
will tell
actually
you,
working on getting silver. What is silver price right now?
I have no idea. It's been good of recent. From a couple of times
It was
I have looked.
it
at
was amazing like 4 months ago, and then it crashed back down.
It's still
What was-
high.
What is it?
It was like 121. It was like
Yeah,
all-time
I know. Yeah, that was crazy. But like, what is it now though?
81.58. But it changes
Okay.
like every 10 seconds.
Yeah, but I mean, that's more
Literal.
realistic. But dude, think about this, right? So, 10 years ago, I remember it was 12. It was $12 10 years ago, bro. That's crazy.
You know how much gold was in 2000?
no.
In 2000, and just 2000. What was it? 500, 400?
About 100.
It was 100?
A whole gram?
No way.
No, for an
It was a hundred. No, an ounce.
Ounce.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
It was. Wait, it was really that low in 2000?
That's not
Because it
bad at
was.
all.
I looked it up. Yeah. I mean, you go back in time asking about like Bitcoin, because Bitcoin came out in February of 2008, and it stayed less than $100 for a while. All of a sudden, it jumps up to 1,000 about a year later, and then it was up. Oh, it's up to like 2,000. That's when Jaron is like, oh yeah, I have 40 Bitcoin, and he sold it because he needed money. And so,
Wait, he had 40 actual whole Bitcoins.
yeah, it's because he was writing cryptocurrency.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's why he was so sad. He was so sad.
Yeah. And
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm gonna share this video. It's an Eric Dubay video. It's only 2.5 minutes, but it has to do exactly with the. I had never thought about this before until Dubay. I know some people have feelings about Dubay. He's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eric Dubay. Freaking weirdo.
Dubai. Eric.
I've
Do you
never
know
spoken with him.
I can't even stand people that my wife's like, I like this Dubai chocolate. I'm like, Dubai.
They're selling that at convenience stores, dude.
Yeah, it's like everywhere now. It's like the newest trend in chocolates now. It's weird.
Oh, I think I've
So-
seen this.
Yeah, well, in case anybody hasn't, but I'll tell you about a story about Eric Dubay after I'm done with this.
Okay.
Here we go, though.
In the heliocentric model of the universe, our sun is at the center of a solar system, orbited by the planets in the order of Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Due to this arrangement, as you
about
can
Pluto?
see in the following image, since Mercury and Venus are situated closer to the sun than the Earth, an observer on Earth would have to always be facing the sun in order to view them. If an Earth
Yes,
observer was
that's
on
my
the
point.
dark half, facing away from the sun, it would of course be impossible to see Mercury or Venus, because the entire mass of the globe Earth they believe they're standing on would be in the way, blocking their ability to see Mercury, Venus, and the sun. This means that in the heliocentric model, the only time an observer on Earth should ever be able to see Mercury and Venus is during the day, when the sun is also visible. For an observer on the globe Earth to be able to see Mercury and or Venus at nighttime is simply impossible. As you can see in the
Yep.
following clips, however, and you can find by filming or searching for yourself, depending where and when you're shooting from, Mercury and Venus can and are both visible at night. For hours before dawn and hours after dusk, these luminaries can be seen
Yep.
shining bright with the sun nowhere to be found. Again, if these luminaries were truly orbiting around the heliocentric solar system, the only times they could be visible to an observer on Earth, the sun would also be visible. Naysayers will claim that seeing these luminaries before dawn or after dusk is due to some perfect angle achieved where the sun is being totally blocked by their ball Earth, but the inner planets are somehow still visible. When we film Venus 2 hours before sunrise or 2 hours after sunset, however, the reality is that the globe Earth would be 210 degrees away from the sun, with hundreds of miles of curved Earth blocking their view to anything on the other side, and no line of sight possible.
Yep.
This is just one of hundreds of such proofs that you are not living on a tilting, wobbling, spinning space ball in a CGI solar system. When ready to finally cure your chronic vertigo and cease your dizzying spin around the galaxy, please sit down with an open mind and humble heart to watch or read the following presentation, 200 Proofs Earth is Not a Spinning Ball. Thank you.
Oh, he did 200 proofs too, just like Sargent.
No, he did the 200 proofs first. That's,
Oh, but Sargent did.
Samuel
same-
Roboth,
Samuel
same kind
Roboth
of
did
thing.
100 proofs.
and he wanted to beat him. And
Yeah.
Eric Dubay said he could even do 400 or 500.
Yeah.
And he kind of went off the map for a while because he was living in Thailand and he decided that he hated the laws and shit. And he was teaching English and martial arts, so he was doing okay with money, but now he's not. He moved
Yeah.
back to Idaho, and now he's living back with his parents again, as far as I know. He's almost my exact same age.
Weird. Oh, that was nice, Andrew.
Dubay?
Yeah. So here's what happened with me. I was with my buddy at his house. We were just having a beer, and something happened to the point where one of my students came up to me and said, when I was teaching a solar class, solar panels and shit, and he came up to me and said, "No, the Earth is flat, right?" I was like, "Get the fuck out of here! Class is over. I'm taking my break. See you next time." So I'll send you some videos. I just saw NASA videos. I didn't even watch them. This is in 2016, 2016, and that's when I started to teach. Anyways, 6 months later, a guy named Anthony, another student, comes in, and I was teaching the same class, and he's like, "Yeah, Earth is not a sphere. It's not." I was like, "Oh, no, another one of you guys." He's like, "Come over to my house. Let's have some beers, and I'll show you." And the first thing he did, what do you think the first video he showed me was?
This one.
No, not this one.
Got 200 proofs, though, right?
Roger,
That's a loud-
shut up.
loud crackling
What is
noise.
that? Yeah,
Pretty good
Roger.
It's me. It's me. It's me.
Mute.
I'm opening something. Hold on.
Sheesh.
Sheesh. Okay, we're good.
No, he showed me the dog cam.
Okay, yeah, the high altitude dog cam.
Yeah, and I was
Yeah.
like at that point, I was like, oh shit. I mean, that's, and he's like, oh yeah, it's 120 something thousand feet up,
hmm
which works out to like 21 or 22 miles, or
Mhm.
whatever it is. And he's like, where's the curvature? I don't see any.
It's bashful.
Yeah. So then after that, I was like, okay, I'm not convinced. Then he put on a Kent Hovind video, of debunking evolution, because I was an evolution guy at the time as well, and I was just like, holy shit, okay, like he was blowing my mind within like 30 minutes, and I was like, all right, dude, I gotta go home. And he said, here, I'm gonna give you a video to watch. If you don't watch it, if you don't want to watch it, don't. But if you do watch it and you don't like it, tell me, and I'll never bring it up to you again. So it was the Eric Dubay History of the Flat Earth, but it was the shortened version of it. It's like a 6-hour.
I know which
video.
one it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that one was like an hour 40 or something. 30 minutes into it, I pause it, I call up Anthony, and I'm like, dude, I was perfectly fucking happy believing the Earth was a sphere. And
This
that's when
one.
he said, well, yeah, that's when he said, well, then stop watching it. We don't have to talk about it. And I was like, no, I'm fucking stubborn. So I was on a mission to disprove flat Earth. And then I came across another. The second video I watched was from Darren Nesbitt. You guys know who he is?
It sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's a British dude. Looks like he's Jewish, but he's not. Anyways, bald head, big beard.
Yeah.
And he does some pretty good stuff, too. He's in front of a seminar. He's at a seminar. He likes to crash UFO seminars. So it's kind of funny what he does.
Yeah.
And I watched that, and I was just like, oh, shit, this is starting to get weird. But then I was like, hey, this is not enough. So I started looking up debates that people are having about flat Earth. And that's when I came across Red's rhetoric. And I was like, oh, man, I can't stand this fucking dude. All he's doing is, fuck you, you cunt, you bitch, and like all that kind of stuff. And I was just like, you're not making any point. All you're doing is cursing people out. And you got a whole bunch of fucking panel members that are jerking you off. And, it's like a 9 versus 1. And people are like, fuck this, I'm not going to join into you. And then Jaron even joined in one time. And actually a couple of times. And again,
Andrew?
a normal person. After that, it took me, and I started listening to Nathan Oakley and every single debate I could possibly think of. And 5.5 months later, I came to the conclusion that the Earth was not a sphere.
5.5 months.
Yeah,
He had to verify everything in his own mind, basically. is what-
yeah. Well, I was working at the time. I was working.
Oh,
at the
man.
I was working in maintenance, engineering maintenance, as an electrician, at the VA in Menlo Park. So
Busy.
we had.
Yeah.
No, fuck no, we're not busy.
Oh, you had a lot of time on your hands then. Okay.
Oh yeah, half the day we don't. I mean, I could disappear for the entire day. They wouldn't know where the fuck I was. As long as my car was still in the parking lot, they'd assume I'm. It was a big facility, so I could hide anywhere I wanted to. And, anyways, that from there, I just would sit down and just watch every fucking thing I could think of, and people would send stuff to me, and then I don't know what it was. Something triggered, and I was just like, yeah, we've been lied to. But what I figured out first was the NASA bullshit.
Most people do that right away.
Yeah, that's how it started for me.
So you know the housekeeping questions quite well then, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Housekeeping.
Is there
Roger,
any-
were you watching during 2016, right? 17, whatever. Like, were you like the same kind of thing? I was doing the same thing too. Like, I was watching every single thing on YouTube,
Yeah.
just digging deep. That's all
Pretty
I would
much.
watch.
Even
you know?
before that, I was looking at some YouTube stuff that like a Planet Plane, Eric Dubé's little channel he had over there. I was watching everything he put out on that thing. That's a weird little channel. Yeah,
Well, Planet Plane was not Eric Dubé.
that was. But he did Eric Dubé stuff though, right?
Yeah, they got
Also, yes.
they got his permission.
Yeah. I thought it was
Right.
his actual channel, but I guess it's not.
The first
It's just
thing-
weird though how nowadays like, I don't have anything to watch. I got nothing. You know, it's like so boring now.
Well, YouTube has made sure that we're buried under the rug.
Yeah, I know.
Pretty
And just like, you know, it's just been done over and over again so for 10 years now, so it's like it's kind of, you know.
Well, we need consensus education to concede to actual science. That's what we need to do. And they want to cling on to that ball so bad, and the folklore that it's become over the last 500 years. It wasn't around before that, technically.
It was Jane Lewinsky. She was the CEO of YouTube, and she
Yeah.
was testifying before Congress. And
I remember that. Yeah, I got the
Wait,
video
what did you call her? What did you just say?
I think her name is Jan Lewinsky.
No, that wasn't her name, but she's dead now, by the way.
Oh, I don't know.
Thank God. But
Don't say
yeah,
that. Don't say it. Thank God.
she's
She's in a better
Please
place now.
don't say things like, oh, okay, yeah, she's in a better place.
We hope.
Okay.
Yeah. Could be in a
Sarah,
worse place.
what was it? Now I want to know her name now. I haven't heard it in so long.
What
It's
is
something like that.
Hold on. What is Paul on about? Flat Earth porn? What?
Yeah, he starts like capitalizations a lot. Like it's like yelling.
Paul, it's all right, dude. We don't have any flat
I think
Earth
it's
porn.
I think it's funny. Like Paul's like, Scott has a wife. Get the f out of here! Like that's so amazing. What? What?
He's got a
Okay.
kid too. It's another one. Kid's wife.
Yeah. I play drums too. What? No, it's impossible.
but
Oh.
yeah, that's when the first time I heard about flat Earth, sometimes I've told the story different because I'm not super proud of it, but I'll tell the fucking story.
Go for it.
What is going on? What is happening? Like, okay, go
We're
ahead.
giving, we're giving flat Earth testimonies right now.
I mean, we
Yeah,
really had
basically.
nothing to talk about anyway, so he came on at a perfect time.
I
was just testing out my mic. That's all I was doing.
Yeah, right. And that was horrible. Like,
It snowballed.
takes
but
practice.
really quick, let me say something really quick though. When I found out about like that there's a flat Earth like movement or whatever, I wasn't surprised at all, and I was like, oh yeah, of course it is. Like I was not even like it didn't
Shocked,
even make
yeah.
me like I wasn't shocked at all. I was like, oh yeah, I mean, I figured that, and I was like, cool. But I know a lot of people though, Andrew, a lot like you, they wanted to like disprove it, like a friend of mine, Wide Awake, Wide Awake Dave, like he did tons of videos on his channel, and he's like, dude, I wanted to disprove that. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, I went for like a whole year, like videotaping everything, like doing all this P900 stuff, and he's like, then I found out, man, it's freaking flat.
Yeah, the math actually shows once you get to a certain observation, there's no way that's the sphere of the radius they claim it is. No way. But they say
No,
I can't
once you
prove
start
it.
seeing so far, like once you like he would see like across the ocean, and he would draw take a boat out, and he would show you like, okay, this is 15 feet. How can I see this at 9 miles? Like once he started doing that, he's
Yeah.
like, dude, this is you
That's
can't
exactly what I'm
disprove
talking
this.
about. Yeah.
Yeah, like long distance is just the best observations.
Yeah, I there was a challenge that I heard someone say on Discord. They said, okay, at or near the sea level, get whatever camera you want, but it has to be on on a clear day, obviously. And there's a boat that you can see. It looks like it's halfway into the water. Zoom in on it so you can see from bottom to top, and I'll convert right away.
Okay.
And everyone's like, which video do you want to see?
Yeah, there's a lot of them, dude.
Yeah,
I
there's
have-
thousands now, millions probably.
Yeah, the weather conditions are definitely a very major factor. Because like, when I was doing it like the first time I did it, it was
Well-
super foggy out. So we had to
Bro,
wait, like,
that's why they like in Canada is the best, or like northern, like when it's really really cold especially over ice, of course, over a frozen lake. Dude, the frozen lakes are the best. Like you can see so far over frozen lakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or frozen river, like streams or whatever.
There's less atmospheric refraction. Yeah.
It's way better.
Yeah.
That's why in Florida, where I was from, and where my friend Dave was from, he's always like, "Dude, we're gonna go hang out in the winter." I'm like, "Okay, cool." And I was like, "Oh, because it's way." And even back then, I was like, "Oh yeah, it makes sense." Just way less humidity, way less freaking, distortion is what it is. It's just
Right.
atmospheric distortion.
So, what do you know about guns, guys? I just wanted to present this
A
before
lot.
we get. Okay.
What do you know? What do you know?
Well, I
guns,
know
Roger?
enough about guns, but this guy.
First of all, you're in Denver. Aren't they like very?
Yeah, I don't
they're
care
liberal.
what they do. Yeah, I don't really care
think-
about.
Oh yeah, I like
Politics.
Yee. Yeah, this guy's cool.
Yeah,
Dude,
It-
everyone open carries here. By the way, it's awesome. I love it. I'm like, oh, this is my kind of state.
yeah. That's where I grew up, Scott. Everybody was open carrying all the time, dude. It was. a
Yeah, I
normal
know. That's
thing.
what I'm saying. It's cool. I'm like, oh, nice.
Yeah, this guy takes a 30-06 and he shoots into these paper plates. I just want to make a reference to some incident that happened in
Oh
Utah not
wait,
that long
and an
ago.
ear is gonna be clipped.
Not an ear, no. We're talking
Oh, I
about
forgot.
a neck
Oh,
that's
yeah,
made
the
out
other
of
guy.
steel. Yeah.
The neck. Yeah, the neck. I was confusing Trump and Kirk.
Kirk
Captain Kirk.
Trump. Yeah. Kirk Truckin. Yeah. Yeah, he was his understudy, basically. Charlie was. He
Kirk Trump, and
Kirk Trumpin.
it's like the turkey and the chicken.
Yeah. Gobble, gobble.
But he
Remember
heals real
turducken?
fast.
Say again, Andrew?
But he heals real fast.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Oh, wait, he's
got
shooting
amazing things.
He's shooting through freaking that many paper plates.
Yeah, the one that actually gets further into these paper plates is the 30-06.
I thought it was the
The
5.56 green tip.
I think
No,
he
it
does
was a 30-06 is what the guy shot supposedly. That's what they claim.
yeah,
No,
the
I'm
50
talking about this guy right here.
Yeah.
What he does, he starts off with a 22 Ruger
Yeah.
or something,
He
and then
walks
goes
it
up
up,
to a 9
yeah.
millimeter, and then a 45, and then a Desert Eagle. Those are like the handguns he uses.
then rifles. Yeah.
And then rifles, yeah. And he
Yeah.
ends with a 50 cal.
Yeah, the 50 cal didn't make it all the way through. It actually veered off while it was in the plates. You got to see this. You ready?
Yeah, let's see it. I haven't seen it. Yeah, go ahead.
How many paper plates would it take to stop a bullet? My name's Parker. Welcome back to Yee Life, where we take anything and everything and we shoot it with guns and we see what happens. We have about 1,000 paper plates lined up here. I'm going to start small. I'm going to work my way all the way up to a 50 cal and see how many plates it takes to stop each round. Fred is standing by. He
Yes,
has
Fred.
been untouched for 2 straight weeks, Zach. The boulder and then something before that. So he's had this shirt on for a while, and will he survive? It's just a bunch of measly paper plates. I mean, they're so thin. Surely these are not gonna stop all of our rifles and the mighty 50 cal, right, Zach? It's just paper plates.
1,000 of them.
Let's see what happens. Pulling out the Ruger 1022. We have not shot this in a very long time. I'm excited to see what it does. Starting out with our little round of 22, how many little paper plates will it go through? Let's see.
What's your guess, man?
20.
20?
Yeah, here we go.
Here we go.
All right,
15.
okay, entry right here. Nice small entry. Let's see how far it went. See if we can see here.
Still going.
15.
Still going. Oh,
Really?
found it. Bullet is right
Okay.
here. It is very hot.
Yeah.
Look at how bent that is. 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95,
Oh,
96,
100?
97.
97
Nice.
plates.
So much further
Nice.
than I thought. This is how many plates it took to stop the tiny little measly 22.
Here's where it
What
gets
is going to
weird
happen with
after
this
this,
video?
though.
I don't know. We got a long way to go. Let's move up. Moving up to the Glock 19, shooting around a 9mm. How many will this go through? Let's see. You guys know the drill. Every time I shoot the 9mm, I do a trick shot. I eject the round out of the chamber, try to get it to come back in the chamber. I've never gotten it. Maybe today will be the day.
Getting real tired of this.
Yeah.
Really good stuff.
All right, seriously, no, I'll
yeah.
get it this time.
It's
Here we
funny.
go. 9mm against plates.
Ben Affleck. Why?
Firing. Bet this one made it pretty far, Zach. Still
200?
going. See when we see our bullet
At
fall.
least.
Still going.
250?
Oh my goodness.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it right there.
So 300
300
plates.
So
Plates.
exactly 300.
300? Okay.
Wait, 300. Let me just grab it out of here real quick. Here's our bullet right here. Moving up to the 1911, we have a round of 45 ACP ready to go. Fatter round, not moving as fast. Shooting it out of our piece of garbage Rock Island Armory 1911. Don't ever buy this.
Thought it was a bargain.
Dak bought it. Told you to get the chrome
I wouldn't do it.
ivory handle
That's
Remington.
funny.
And you got this.
It's like a piece of
It's a good
crap.
deal. You gonna shoot it or you
Remington's
just
a
gonna
better
stand
gun.
there?
Ow! Poked my eye.
All right, so what's
Just shoot it.
this going to be?
There we go.
Uh,
Firing.
400.
450?
I made a little face. He's a little surprised
450.
face.
I'm not seeing it.
He's going. Okay, so here's his left eye, right eye, and then here's his little
Let's
mouth.
just
He's
look
going.
to see how many you went through.
I got eyes on the bullet.
All right, let's see it.
Got eyes on it. Here are the plates that this penetrated through. Here was our bullet right here. It kind of looks, the end is like lumpy. Look at that. It's kind of deformed. It's in pretty good shape though.
Can I just see it?
Got them all counted up. 213 plates
that's
is
not
what it
as
took
much.
to stop
No.
the 45 ACP.
Oh, wow.
So the 9mm
What?
beat it by about
Yeah.
87 plates.
Oh,
300
that's-
for the 9mm.
That's
still in
why
the
a
lead.
9mm is
Let's
better
move
than
on.
a
Moving up to
45.
44 Magnum,
Yeah.
big boy handgun, shooting around
Like,
a
you
barrel
know,
load.
for personal
Zach,
protection.
last time you cut my story about my base jumping incident
More damage.
in Alaska.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you're gonna keep this one because this actually with these paper plates is really reminding me of my nephew's birthday party, 2010. I'm coming.
All right, just shoot it.
Oh my
All
god.
right, here we go. 44 Magnum versus paper plates.
This guy shoots
that-
through everything.
Yep, here we go.
Yeah, anything.
44 should be pretty good.
It's the
That
most
should be-
powerful
Right
handgun in
here,
the
how far
world.
did it go?
Yeah.
Did it go more than 300?
Well,
Let's see
no.
exactly how far it went.
At the time. When
There it is.
Dirty Harry.
Right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Zach.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it made it 300 plus however many these were. We'll get them counted up and let you guys know the total count.
Big boy.
Yeah, look at that.
Mhm.
66, 67, 68, 69, 70. 370 sheets. I mean plates. All right, so our new leader, 44 Magnum at 370 plates. Quick shout out to today's sponsor, Hefty, who has supplied all of these plates for us.
Wow.
Hefty.
I don't even think these are hefty plates.
Yeah, they are.
They're Dixie, and they're not
Dixie.
sponsored.
Yeah, I was going to say. I was going to say, it's definitely not
Quick shout out
hefty.
to today's sponsor, Dixie. Dixie cup, I'll fill you up.
Oh my god.
We are moving up to the Desert Eagle. How many
All right, here we
plates
go.
will it go through?
Yeah.
We have a round of 50
Now we're getting
AE,
serious.
our live audience. How are you guys feeling back there?
What's this going to be? 500
Maybe.
or
They're pumped.
50?
All right, here we go. Desert Eagle against paper plates. Firing.
Hey,
It's
Ross,
just another level, Zach.
Yeah.
remember the
Wow.
show?
Let's see how many it went through.
Remember the show
Made it through the
Hammer?
first 300.
Yeah.
Pierced
Remember
through
that
right
show?
here.
It's
Still going.
Yeah. That's,
Still going.
Stacy.
We're basically more than halfway now.
Stacey
Here's our
Keach.
bullet right here. Look
Yeah.
at that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
good show though.
Peering out right
Yeah, it was
there.
good.
And
What is that?
Sledgehammer?
495 plates.
That's what I meant. Yeah,
for the
Sledgehammer.
mighty
That's-
Desert
that's
Eagle.
not Stacey
our
Keach, though.
new
That's the parody
leader.
off of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
No,
That
it's
might
the
be
other
the
guy.
winner
Yeah,
today
yeah,
because
yeah.
as we know
Yeah,
from
that's
past
what I
experience on
meant.
this channel, sometimes the rifles, they're just going too fast. They just fall
Sledgehammer.
apart. So Kid the Desert Eagle hold its lead at 495 plates.
495.
As we
That
move
guy's
up to the
funny, dude.
rifles, will they take its
495
spot?
is
Let's
not
see.
bad.
This is actually one of the cooler videos so far in that we usually lose the bullets when we shoot stuff, but in this one they've been tucked away in our plates perfectly, so here they all are. These are all of the handguns that we are shooting today. 22. Zach, I forgot how many each one went through, so each time I get to it, just add in a voiceover of my voice saying the amount of plates that it went
You
through.
should hear
okay?
this.
Okay.
That's
Make it
funny.
sound seamless. So here's our 22,
Make it
and
sound
it went
seamless.
through
97,
plates,
That was
9
so
mil.
seamless.
which made it through
300,
plates. 45 ACP, which made it through.
I can't believe the 22 made it through
44
97.
Magnum.
Yeah.
370,
I'm surprised.
And the 50 AE, shout out the Desert Eagle.
495,
Yeah, that
Plates.
should work.
All right, moving up to 12 gauge and
right.
shooting our
Slugs.
Churchill 12 gauge here. We're gonna be shooting a slug out our paper plates. This is gonna be the last round that we shoot at our plates before we switch them out for some fresh ones. Shout out to Winston Churchill who actually gifted me this after
sure he did.
the Second World War as a little congratulatory. I don't know, you just like to give gifts. So Winston, if you're watching this,
Winston Churchill gave you. You got this gun from Winston Churchill.
yeah,
You weren't even alive back then.
yeah, I was. He signed it for me.
He signed.
Yeah, right here.
That's just the brand. That's not.
No,
not
that's
the
that's why he signed it. He did it with a Sharpie, silver Sharpie. All right, here we go. Ready?
He knows he's doing stupid shit. It's-
Fred moved back, entered right here in the front, and oh wow, look at this Zach, and easily went through those first 300. Total destruction here. It's still going, still going. I'm actually very surprised. Oh, here's our little cardboard base, and then there is the slug right there. Okay, so right here. Wow, look at that thing, Zach. All right, so our slug made it through 355 plates and landed right here. There's our slug right there.
Ugh.
Yeah, bigger, so it doesn't
Here
go
we
as far.
First rifle
No.
of the day. Moving up to our AR, shooting around a 223 here. How many plates will it go through? Will it be moving just too fast
475.
to beat some of the other guns? Let's see. Alrighty,
Dude, this
here we
is
go.
what I got.
Okay, so we have fresh plates in the front. As you
I
can
got a
tell,
carbine.
they're each in bunches of 100, so they should be easier to count. Here's our entry from the 223 right here. Did make it through the first pack of 100, into the second, out the other side, in here to the third.
This is what,
It's still going, Zach. Into
Trump got
here,
hit
it
with.
looks like it's gonna be stuck.
Supposedly,
No!
yeah.
400.
400.
My goodness.
Okay, sorry.
It's getting kind of excited. Okay.
1, 2, 3,
Small
4,
hole,
into
but
number
far
5.
distance.
It's still
yeah.
going.
Yeah.
Far
500
distance.
plates.
500.
Still going.
500 so
Surely
far?
not again.
Yeah. It's in,
Huh?
it's in the
550?
500.
So at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into this one. Let's see how far it went. See if we can find the bullet.
550.
And here we go. Here's
Amazingly
our
powerful.
bullet
Oh,
right
there
here,
it is.
lodged into this plate. Yeah, so we'll count these, we'll subtract, then we'll divide it, carry the 2.
Okay.
30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. 600 minus 35 is 565 plates
Oh.
for our AR. Beat the Deagle. Usually the AR is going so fast it just kind of disintegrates and stuff. Doesn't penetrate super far. Not the case today. 565 sheets or
Wow.
plates, and went really far. Okay, we're moving up to the Gold Scar, shooting around of 308. And we're having a surprise guest
Ooh.
today. We're bringing the 30-06 out to go in between this and the 50 cal, so I'm excited to compare that. Will the 308 outperform the 223? I would assume so. It's a bigger round, but we've seen crazier things on the channel. Let's see what happens.
Oh, we've seen some crazy things, dude.
Shh. Here we go. Firing. Man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, so that's 600 plates that it's
Wow.
gone through at least.
Oh.
Whoa.
There it is.
There it is right there. So we're gonna call that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700 plates exactly. And here is our bullet lodged right here in this bunch.
Wow. Look at that thing.
Get a close up of that, Zach.
That's what I'm doing.
Closer.
How close you want it?
Really close. There you go. So that is a 308 bullet. Look at that. It's kind of deformed on the edge. Here's it compared to right next to the 223. So now we're gonna move up to the 30-06. Will that beat the 308? It's a pretty powerful round. Let's see.
What you doing?
Just press action. Let me know when you're playing. I'm gonna swing it around. It's gonna be cool.
It's already playing, dude.
Okay, let me know. Just give me a countdown.
It's good. You're good to go.
Hold on. What's the difference? Really quick.
Okay. Hold on.
Moving up to our deer
That-
rifle. Have
This
around a
part
30
I'm not sure on. What's the difference between the 308 and the 30-06?
God.
What's the difference, like as far as
The grain or the
the
diameter?
Is it both? Is one more, like bigger and more,
Well,
power, energy?
I think the grains on the 30-06 is heavier. I know that.
So 308 is less powerful. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Well, you're really talking about velocity. Like, I mean, due to the size.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, what's the difference between velocity and the size?
Yeah, I have to look it up.
On those two.
It's measured in joules.
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 Higher
The
velocity
308
for
is
the.
a 7.6 millimeter, and what is the 30-06?
I don't know at the moment. The weapons I fired were the Mark 19, M60, M240 Bravo, M203, 9mm, 45 Colt, and M16.
I've only shot one. I didn't really get that enthralled in it, and the same with the Mauser, the 308.
And 50 cal. machine gun.
Well,
Did you know 50 cal machine guns and Mark 19s don't have a safety on them?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the safety is the trigger.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Safety's the trigger. That's hilarious. But
I have a 50 caliber Colt, but it's a handgun. It's a
50 cal Colt, yeah.
Yeah.
Handgun?
Yep. It's a musket load.
Yeah, my friend, my guitarist, right? You've seen him. He's my guitarist in both bands, He's a super gun guy, dude. Like, dude, you know what this guy does? He takes a BB gun. He'll take out, throw it in the air, just shoot a freaking bottle cap. Every
Can
time.
you do that every time?
Like, yeah, you know what he said? He said it took him like 6,000 rounds or whatever to learn how to do that. And yeah, that's pretty. Like, you just throw it up in the air, boom, shoot it yourself. Nuts.
Yeah, there was I can't remember what her name was, but she, back in the old days, you could throw 2 coins up in the air and she could shoot them straight to the center, one in each hand. I can't remember her name.
That's crazy, dude. 2 coins at the same time and then boom, shoot both of them. I mean, that's really crazy. But really quick though, a friend of mine, his name's Big Country. He goes out and does some shooting with some guys, and he's like hanging out with some pros. And he told me like a couple months ago, he's like, I talked to him about Coriolis, and they're like, "What Coriolis? What the hell are you talking about, dude?" And he's like, "Yeah, so you guys know the Earth is flat, then, huh?" And they're like, "Yeah." And he was like super surprised by it, like, how cool is that? Just go shoot with some pros, like some really, really good shooters, and freaking, and then you find out that you got new friends that are flat earthers.
That's amazing.
That's cool. That's awesome.
I've invited a couple of my Globy co-workers to go shoot with me. They don't want to do it. I'm going to give them a lecture while we're doing it. Now, look, we don't have to adjust for any Coriolis at this 75-yard mark. And the further we get out, the worse it gets. You don't have to adjust for this, that, and the other, neither. You only adjust for barreling, wind.
Yeah, of course. There's no adjustment for Earth movement. There's no movement of the Earth. Sheesh.
Yeah.
It's so dumb, dude.
Yeah, drop over distance.
All right, so what are we? So we're at which one? No,
I think it's the 30-06.
30-aught. Yeah.
Yeah. So you'll see how far this one goes. Imagine your neck getting penetrated by one of these, even at 150 yards. Yeah.
Yeah, but Roger, what if your
30-06
neck
here?
is stronger than 1,000 paper plates? What if?
What if? Yeah.
What
That's
if?
a big what if, dude. This does the best out of all of them, though. I'm pretty sure, including the 50 caliber. The 50 caliber doesn't go straight into it. It veers out of the paper plates.
And what do you shoot with these? These are like deer hunting and
Yes, deer hunting rifle, pretty much. Bigger game, elk, deer.
Yeah,
It's a good
As
rifle.
long as it's fun.
a moose maybe.
Maybe.
No, maybe not.
No,
Oh no, I think a moose. Yeah.
Moose and elk are pretty close to the same size, actually.
Well,
Yeah.
moose are much bigger, but
Not
Here's
too
what-
much.
what
yeah,
they
they
do.
are.
I'm not sure if you guys are aware of this, but once in a while you can go out to Alabama, and you have to pay for it, but the police departments, they'll check your weapons and stuff, or they just fly over to certain areas where all these huge bores are, and that's what they use, 30-06 and
Oh yeah, wild boar. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah. So, and then they also
Nuisance animals. Just put them down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they fuck up and they'll ravage people's. Some
Oh,
of them
yeah.
get to 800, 900 pounds.
Yeah, we did animal control for a little while when I did maintenance too, and we trap a lot though, especially nuisance animals, more so than hunting them.
No, but wild boar though, you gotta put them down. Pretty hard because
They're vicious. Yeah.
Yeah, their skulls are real thick.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. They're not Charlie Kirk's neck, but hey.
Yeah. Nobody's quite that strong, are they?
And his neck was made out of 4 layers of titanium.
Yeah. Reinforced with a couple of other steels, probably too. He's like a Terminator, dude.
Yeah. Terminator 2.
Yeah. He's a T-800. Yes. All right. I actually have a model of that, a steel model I built. The kids tore it up though. You ever seen the steel models they sell in the hobby stores and stuff? You could get together piece by piece.
Yeah.
Pain in the ass.
Dude, I always think about how that guy was. What's his name's a brother from. What was the band? Remember? What the heck was his name? You know his name, right? From Filter. You know, Filter, the lead singer from Filter, is the brother of the guy that played that character. Remember, he was running, and then transformed into the liquid, whatever it was.
Yeah, that's the T2. I know the guy.
Yeah.
He's still
What the heck were
active,
their
actually.
names?
I don't know right off the top of my head.
I forget.
I've heard
yeah.
it before. Yeah. All right, you ready to 30-06 it?
Definitely the biggest round so far. This is a big boy. I'm excited. Is it gonna go through more than 700 plates? Let's see.
Yes.
I have no idea where this is gonna hit.
Just shoot
It
it.
has a scope on it. Should we scoot back?
No, just do it, dude.
Okay.
Shoot
you ready?
you back.
Yeah.
All right. That was a pretty good shot.
Well, you're about 3 yards away.
Nailed it. Okay, so our bullet made it through these 700, this pack of 200, meaning we're at 900 plates. It's still going in here. So it's over 900 at this point. I mean, it's still going. Oh, there's the bullet right there. So it made it this far.
Almost
into
1,000,
the
dude.
very last pack on the table. I'll count these up and see exactly how far it went.
Make sure you
counted them
carry
up,
that
and
too.
30-06 made it through 964 plates. We are moving up to the 50 cal. Is going to put all of our previous bullets to shame, most likely, unless the 30-06 can hold it down and be the surprise winner today. 964 plates is what it went through. We put in our last 200
it'll slow down
plates here at the
'cause
end,
it's
2
so
bundles
big.
of 100, putting the grand
Yeah,
total
but
to
it does
1,300
something weird.
plates. Will the
It just
30-06
smashes
win
it.
at 964,
No,
or
it
will the
actually
50
comes
cal make
out
it
of
further,
the
or
plates.
even go
You'll see.
all the
Oh,
way
just
through? I hope
cleanly-
it doesn't. I hope
clean?
we can find
Yeah.
the bullet and it stops in here. It would be insane if the 50 cal went through 1,300 plates. Fred, this is it, buddy. This is the moment of truth for Fred. He's gonna see if he survives. What do you think's gonna happen, Zach?
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Eagle 1, this is Ghost Star requesting clearance to engage target with the 50 BMG. You guys want to cut to live feed? Roger. They're wanting to cut to a live feed.
Who are you even talking about?
Eagle 1.
You're telling me they have a live feed.
Yes.
You have live feed in that plane up there.
Yeah, they have like multiple cameras coming down, just so they always have eyes on us, watching over us. Yeah, you're good to intercept. Transmission 241 Netanyahu, Bravo, Linguini. Over.
Netanyahu.
Oh, God.
Pretty cool, huh?
What even was that?
They're always watching. Eagle 1, baby.
I don't know where that footage came from, but
Check this out. They're going to get this on camera.
This reminds me
I'm
of,
ready.
of some skateboarder guys.
Yeah, that goofy.
Dale, you know Keen Ramps, right?
Tactical
Yeah.
maneuver. Call it the
Dale
figure eight.
and
Disorients
the
the
guy
enemy.
Keen Ramps.
Confuses the heck out of them.
This reminds me
You
of.
just ran around me a couple times.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Here we go. This is a 50 BMG against paper plates. Hang on, Fred.
And
Alright.
he's like 20 yards away.
Yeah. Oh, Fred knocked
My
over.
goodness.
I think it went through, Zach.
You think it went all the way through?
I don't know, either that or he just got spooked. So the bullet rips out the right side
See?
and then takes a part of Fred's arm. Bullet just could not stay straight. So we can see in that slow-mo round came, I mean, look at this. It came in center here, Zach, and we were lined up pretty straight on. The bullet came in through here. It made it like 3/4 of the way through, and then it came out the side of our plates right here. It snapped this tape, and then it took
Oh, it
a
flew out.
chunk of
Yeah.
Fred's
Yeah.
arm right
They
here.
can't get it to stay in. They shoot more than once.
So far, I mean, that was a straight shot. So far, after one shot, we have to say that 30-06 is the winner, because the 50 cal did not make it as far as the 30-06 before it misdirected. It made it like 800 plates, something like that. Let's see. 1, 2,
Well,
3,
that's what I
4,
was
5,
thinking.
6, 700.
'Cause it's
Yeah,
so
it made it like almost 900
wide,
plates.
you
I
know?
think I'm gonna
Yeah, that's
say
a good question.
30-06
The-
was
the
the winner
radius.
after one shot. Should we shoot it again with the 50 cal?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, we're gonna hit it one more time with another round of 50 BMG. Hopefully it will stay straight this time. I'm just not satisfied after that last shot. So we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna hit it one more time. Here we go, 50 BMG, take 2.
One more shot, Fred.
Hang on, Fred. Did you hear that?
What?
Something hit the roof?
I did.
That was
hear
the bullet.
Something did hit.
Something
the
hit the roof. Fred's right arm is missing and
It
his
came
helmet's
back?
off. Did the
Yeah.
bullet go back the other way this time? Let's
It
go check
came
the slow-mo.
It had to have.
I thought it was a shell, maybe.
No, you see the bullet?
Okay,
It's
so
in
we
the-
see
in the
Fred's
shot
other
there.
arm over here, and it looks like it got hit as well. So the other time, our bullet snuck out the right side. This time it appears, check this out, that the bullet came out right here. So let's open it up and see. So this is all just paper. It came through. It veered off right here at this spot, right around plate number 900. Yeah, it disappears. So it continues to rip through
So-
right here, Zach.
so
and then
insane.
it just
Right.
ultimately
Yeah.
couldn't stay straight.
Crazy.
So same result as the first shot. First shot, it snuck out the right side. Second shot, it snuck out the left side. We were aimed right dead center at this plate, but it just could not stay straight. So we have to say, from this test, 50 BMG only made it 900 plates before it veered off. So the winner of today
Is the 30
is the 30-06. It made it 964 plates, a little bit further, and was able to stay straight. So there you have it. The 30-06 was the winner of today's
And-
challenge. So
and that guy,
if you wanted to stop everything all the way up to
stuffed it
that,
in his
you're gonna need to
backpack.
carry around 1,000
Yeah.
paper plates with
Or
you.
whatever.
If you're just
Or
wanting
his
more
leg.
like everyday practical protection, so I
Yeah.
always keep,
What was it
a
again?
few in
Paper plates.
my plate carrier right here.
Ta-da.
That's like 15 plates.
Yeah, just keep like a dozen of these bad boys in here. Just offers a little more protection. How many Freds does it take to stop a bullet coming at 10 mil?
So Roger,
Yeah.
you know who Gun Drummer is? You ever heard of Gun Drummer?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you should look it up, dude. Oh, you would love this. I never even thought about this.
Gun
Speaking
drummer.
of guns, last thing I'm going to show, and then I'm probably going to get going.
Okay,
Or
I'm
just-
gonna,
Alright,
I'm
so
gonna call
hold
her
on,
quits
really
here
quick.
soon.
Really quick. Just look it
So
up.
yeah, it's a very
no.
short video.
No. Really quick. Gun Drummer. Look it up.
Okay,
Just Google it.
Google
Or-
gun drummer. Yeah.
YouTube it.
All right, gotcha.
Oh,
YouTube
well.
in it. Gun
Because you've never heard of this guy. It's crazy.
drummer.
Yeah. And so then look at his videos.
I'm
It'll
getting
be.
there.
It'll probably be like just the.
Oh
length
yeah,
of the
I
song.
watched one of these the other day.
Yeah,
It
dude.
was Slipknot. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say he does some Slipknot. Yeah.
You want to watch one of them? Think you get a strike?
I want to see you. So you've seen it? No,
Yeah, I've
he
seen
shouldn't strike you. No, he shouldn't
Okay.
strike
Let
you.
me share this real quick, okay? It's
Oh, go ahead.
It's a minute long. If you, well, I'm not going to spoil anything.
Yeah, go ahead, share.
Yeah, I'm just pulling it up.
Gun drummer. You're
Okay.
gonna like him.
So this is hard to believe. He has multiple world records, and his daughter's pretty hot, and she's also.
Oh, I've
Next
seen
one.
this. I've seen this guy before. Go ahead.
Watch this one.
Sponsored a publicized attempt by shooter Jerry Michalek to challenge Ed McGivern's speed shooting record set back in 1932. Using a Smith & Wesson Performance Center built 8-shot revolver, Michalek attempted to both outshoot McGivern and set 2 new world records.
All right, you want to film this one?
8-shot.
Yeah.
And
It's-
in
it's-
108-degree heat, I believe it was, down in Mississippi in front of a very supportive audience, he did it. I mean, he did 8 rounds in
Supportive
1
audience.
second on one target.
Shooter ready.
It's funny.
Stand by.
Oh wow, dude. That's
He did
That's
8
pretty
rounds
fast.
on 4 targets in 1.06. And then he did the 6 shots, a reload, and 6 shots in 2.99 seconds.
Stand by.
what? No way.
Yep.
Reload. Wait, he reloaded that fast. dude?
2.99.
He's got a speed loader, dude.
That's crazy.
The 6 shots, a reload, and 6 shots in 2.99 seconds.
Stand by. $2.99.
Awesome. Yeah, the speed loader. If you get good at it, you can load fast, dude.
Yeah, that guy's. Then the other guy is Bob Munden, but he passed away.
Yeah.
He's world's fastest quick draw. He could pull out. You could have 3 balloons, and he had 2 guns, and he'll draw and shoot, and you barely even notice him pull the guns out, and the balloons all pop at the same time. It's
That's
fucking
fast.
weird.
Yeah. All right, let's check out Gun. What's his name?
Gun runner.
Gun drummer.
Oh, gun drum. Oh,
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Some of his videos are weird though. The ones I've seen. He has a problem holding his lunch down too.
what, he throws up a lot?
Uh huh.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't ask. Insane, yeah. That's
Oh my God.
that is fun though. I've done not quite like this, but take an old car and go out and shoot it up a couple of times.
It brings me back to, when you go into the regular gun range to practice with a 9mm, a shotgun, and like small rounds. But when you're practicing with machine guns, rocket launchers, belt-fed grenade launchers, and shit like that, that's what they do out in the middle of the field. They have like a World War II tank and a whole bunch of other like used Humvees and stuff, and they have to change them out periodically because they just get the shit blown out of them.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny to see how fucked up you can, like, it's armored Humvees too.
Yep.
You get to shoot at whatever you want.
I had a friend that had a 50 caliber set up. He'd go out of Lake Norman and he'd take tracer rounds and just shoot across the lake in the middle of the night. Just that was fun to do. Yeah.
All tracer rounds?
No, not all of them. No.
Have you ever heard of something called the Sea Whiz?
No, I haven't.
Oh shit! All right, I'll pull this up.
Sea Whiz.
Yeah, I'll pull it up.
I used to take my grand out and we'd shoot old cars that were abandoned on A1 Mountain Road in Flagstaff. People would just ditch their old cars up there, and people use it for a shooting range.
All right,
I had armor piercing shells that I shot. Go right through it.
This is more powerful than a 50 cal. Way more powerful.
I was gonna say, like, what's more powerful than the 50 cal?
This is the most.
A missile.
Well, these are actually explosive rounds.
Yeah.
Dude, that was an awesome video though. That Gun Drummers one. That was like one of the good ones.
That was good stuff. So
makes you want to go shooting.
Let me just tell you a quick little story about this. When I was in the service, we had They were coming back from our deployment in Iraq, the invasion and shit. And that's when we have this thing called a Tiger Cruise, where family members get to come on board as long as they're like 12 years old and older, and they get to spend the day on the ship. And all the aircraft and stuff are gone at that point. They already went home. And the family members just get to see what it's like to live on a Navy ship for a couple days.
Oh, fun.
And that's when they actually feed us good food.
A couple days?
Yeah, a couple days. And
Nice.
All the
So
families? That's a lot of people.
yeah, my mom and dad came on board. And the ship I was on is already decommissioned. It was a USS Nassau LHA-4. The back of the ship opens up and it fills with 9 feet of water. And they can bring different ships on board. Each one of those can transfer a tank, 300 troops, multiple Humvees. They're big.
Yeah.
And my parents got to go on one of those, and they were like, "Oh, the best experience of their life," kind of thing. And then they said, "All right, everyone head to the flight deck. We're going to be doing weapons testing." And so what they did is they put a box. Actually, they put a couple of boxes, floating boxes out there with like a buoy on it. And then from there, what they would do is use it as practice. So on the side of the port and starboard side of every ship, there is a 25 millimeter autocannon. It's shoulder fired, and it's huge. And then it also has a 50 cal and an M60, so it's like a 3-man gun crew, and there's 3 of them per side. But then we have something on board called a CIWS. CIWS looks like RTD.
Yeah, CIWS.
Yeah, so it's a close-in weapon system, and it's made by a Phalanx. In the Greek way, like in 300, they call it the Phalanx when the shield. So it's a defensive weapon, but this thing can cut a tank in half. Watch.
Okay.
But what it's designed for is shooting down incoming missiles and rockets and stuff, and they are extremely accurate. And you'll see why. This is a night fire. Remember, tracer rounds are every 4th round.
Mm-hmm.
Practice.
Whoa. That's insane.
Remember, every one that you saw, there was 3 other rounds you couldn't see.
Yeah.
That's a little different than it was in 1992, whatever it was. Yeah.
It's, apparently, those things cost like $50 million a piece or something.
Wow.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Well, shocking.
I think I've seen them before, like in combat, like in footage. Yeah.
Navy ships have them, and this was out in Iraq. I've seen them shoot in Iraq. But those were just test runs. They were shooting rockets and mortars that weren't explosive, so they were just testing them out.
Nice. Well, I want to end it, guys.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm out of here.
Yeah. Say good night, everybody.
Peace. Good night, Gracie.
It's been a fun little test stream, and I'll make sure I get this thing up and running before I get back on again.
Oh, yeah, the gun round.
Yeah, tested like backstage maybe one time. You know what I'm saying?
I'll try it again here in a second.
I was thinking about that. I was like, maybe we should set it up.
There's something in my settings that I need to do to get it to work differently, I think. But I followed the instructions, so.
Always follow instructions.
Yeah. I'm going to go over to see Sandy. She's on, too. You want to go ahead
peace.
over there. All right.
Later.
Guys. Later, guys. I'm going to play out with a little black sheep. This is their official video. Probably have to edit it later. But it's the way it is. Video. Night, guys. I'm going to end her.